It's not going to make Scottie Pippen happy.
What you are about to hear is, well, scandalous. Michael Jordan is a horrible player. Okay, well, that's not really scandalous. In order to be scandalous, there has to be truth involved. And that statement about Jordan is essentially just garbage. It's untrue. But more importantly, you would ask us, why would we even say that? Well, we didn't. Scottie Pippen did.
You guys seen him play. He's a horrible player. He was horrible to play with.
Scottie Pippen, Jordan's lifetime close friend and sidekick on the Chicago Bulls. The Robin to his Batman. The former husband of Larsa Pippen, who we will get to later, actually muttered those words for the world to hear. In this video, we will discuss the real reason why Scottie Pippen had a change of heart, and now believes that Michael Jordan isn't the best player ever and is, well, horrible.
Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen are some of the most famous basketball teammates ever.
We will uncover the secret reason why Scottie was so salty and mean. So stay until the end of the video for some takes that may shake up the way you think about one of these NBA legends.
We were all a little disappointed that he didn't give more credit to the team as a whole. I thought the documentary, being that it was The Last Dance, would talk more about our team. It was definitely a collective effort to let those cameras inside of our sacred locker room, wherever.
and beating him down a little bit.
Hotel room, bus, whatever travel that we were doing. So I thought it was something that we did as a group together and that it would be shared that way, and it wasn't.
Now we have an intriguing revelation about basketball legend Scottie Pippen and his surprising comment about his former teammate Michael Jordan. Strap in, folks, because we're about to reveal the untold truth behind the Bulls legend Scottie Pippen's controversial statement.
He's a horrible player. He was horrible to play with.
Let's get started. Let's start by taking a look at what was said during his Hall of Fame speech back in 2009. In it, he proudly declared that he wouldn't have been as successful without playing alongside Michael Jordan. He made me believe I could do the impossible, Pippen said. This really showed how much admiration and respect he had for Michael as an individual and teammate. So, what's happened since? Well, from Scottie's end, it just seems downright bipolar. Fast forward to 2023 and everything has changed.
He played the game as complete as LeBron James did when he needed to, but he was asked to score the basketball, and that's what he was great at. And there's no game that I would ever play in and pick LeBron James over Michael Jordan. No game. No.
Pippen was recently asked about Jordan as being the best player compared to LeBron, and Scottie replied, "One player can't do it. Like, I seen Michael Jordan play before I came to play with the Bulls. You guys seen him play. He was a horrible player. He was horrible to play with. He was all one-on-one. He's shooting bad shots, and all of a sudden we become a team and start winning. Everybody forgot who he was." Now this is from an interview that Pip did with Stacey King. His response shocked the world. He went on to say, "LeBron James will be the greatest statistical player to ever play the game of basketball." Now this obviously contradicted everything that he had said before and began to raise questions as to why the sudden change of heart. Well, after doing some digging, we uncovered something rather interesting. It appears as though Scottie Pippen's ex-wife Larsa is now dating Michael Jordan's younger son. Which could explain why the relationship between them has deteriorated so rapidly. It's likely that this news didn't sit well with Pippen, and it would make sense for him to publicly desecrate Jordan in response. And there is more steamy stuff that we will get to about that subject later that you don't want to miss. The story of Scottie's statements doesn't end here, though. During that recent podcast appearance, Pippen was once asked again about his changed opinion on Jordan. This time, Pippen responded with, "I think there's better players in the league that have done more for their teams than Michael Jordan has ever done." So while Scottie Pippen is entitled to his opinion and can make whatever comments he chooses, it does seem pretty clear as to why he has flip-flopped so much over the years when it comes to his thoughts about Michael Jordan. It looks like the real reason why we're seeing this sudden change is because of what happened between Larsa Pippen, Scottie's ex-wife, and Michael's son. Does Scottie hold MJ, the GOAT, responsible for his baby goat Marcus, whom is 16 years younger than Larsa? Larsa is almost 50 years old. I think she's responsible for her own decisions and who she dates at this point. This cougar knows the prey that she hunts. Now let's go back to the changeup. What on earth could have caused this drastic change? Well, folks, it turns out there's more to the story than meets the eye. Scottie didn't just attain dementia overnight, and he didn't wash down 10 different medications with Jack Daniels. Or maybe he did, who knows. Now, you don't need an investigative team or psychologist to hear the real reason behind Pippen's disgruntled comments lies in the romantic entanglements of the Pippen and Jordan families. Larsa Pippen, Scottie's ex-wife, has been dating Michael Jordan's son seriously for a while now, which caused Scottie to hold a bitter resentment towards Michael. There is no doubt this unexpected twist has evidently caused tensions and ultimately led to Scottie's controversial remark. For those of you that knew this, you probably put that one together, because we know Scottie Pippen's basketball IQ is off the charts. He would never pick apart Jordan's game or leadership qualities. Pippen's social IQ seems to be trending downward by the day. But let us know in the comments what you think of Scottie's words about Mike. Don't forget to subscribe so we can get this video out to many fans just like you. Now, Scottie and Michael were already in a rift because of the Last Dance documentary. Pippen claimed it showcased Michael and shined a bad light on himself. This made the conditions not so right for any more intolerable issues. It was the perfect storm. His distaste was written about in his memoir, Unguarded. In his book, he wanted to tell his story, and he openly talked about how unpleased he was with Michael's depiction of him. He considered Michael very selfish and that he didn't highlight him or his teammates enough in a positive light in the documentary. When Larsa got involved with Marcus Jordan, things sort of escalated quickly in Pippen's mind. A big 1-2 combo, jab, right hook, all to Pippen's chin. Larsa, known not to be shy about being out there in the spotlight, dated numerous men, but settled on the GOAT son to get serious with. After jumping from young rapper to young ball player, I guess she had to rock the cradle a little closer to home. Now let's repeat, Larsa is almost 50 years old. It can't sit well with Pippen that his ex-wife is dating all these ultra young men like Malik Beasley, Future, and Tristan Thompson, just to name a few. With Marcus Jordan, Larsa might have started a war and set the table for The Last Dance 2, Scottie versus Michael. The Real Housewives of Miami star first sparked dating speculation when they were seen grabbing lunch in September 2022. A source told Us Weekly that month that the pair are dating and have been spending more time together in recent weeks. The source also mentioned that the twosome was trying to keep their relationship discreet because of the rift between Pippen and Jordan. Now we think the sneakiness of their relationship got to Scottie more than anything, and Michael not calling Scottie about it was a sign that he signed off on it. Without getting into details, we know that Larsa has been rumored to cheat on Scottie, and she was always public about her actions. Being a friend of Kim K, the spotlight isn't far away at any time. But this seemed like a deliberate shot to the gut to Scottie. Out of all the guys in the world, His Airness's son? The man your ex-husband loved and now hates. Tell me, there is a reason to be so scandalous, Larsa. It's worth noting that Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan shared a legendary bond during their playing time together. They were the dynamic duo, guiding the Chicago Bulls to unprecedented success and multiple championships. So for Pippen to suddenly label Jordan as a horrible player raises eyebrows and demands a closer look. When we delve into the depths of this controversy and uncovered interviews where Pippen expressed his admiration for Jordan, he repeatedly called Jordan the best player ever and praised his skills and leadership on the court. But everything changed once Larsa began dating Jordan's son. The timeline fit all of Scottie's comments perfectly. Pippen's comment about Jordan being a horrible player was likely a result of this newfound animosity that had reached new heights. It's important to acknowledge that emotions can cloud judgment, and Pippen's statement may have been fueled by a mix of personal frustrations and resentment. We should remember the remarkable legacy that Pippen and Jordan created together, a partnership that revolutionized the sport and inspired countless aspiring athletes. Marcus Jordan also knew what he was doing in this as well. We don't want to leave out any responsibility on his part. Did Marcus want to throw fuel on the fire because of a rift with Dad? Well, we have no evidence for this, but we would like to know what it is that you think. This feud will seemingly go on and have some more twists because we know Michael Jordan will not forgive. Even Charles Oakley, one of Jordan's best friends, said Michael will never talk to Scottie again. And there you have it, folks, the hidden truth behind Scottie Pippen's controversial comment about Michael Jordan. Remember, relationships can be complicated even among basketball icons, so let's hope that time will heal the wounds between these two legends and allow their storied history to shine through. Legend has it, Scottie Pippen is still in his home contemplating who is the best player of all time. And here at NBA Gems, we have opinions and we aren't afraid to state them. In our eyes, Pippen's statements about the greatest player of all time are garbage. No matter what the circumstance, it's clear Michael Jordan is the best player of all time. To say he's even average or horrible or less than number one is like saying Pele couldn't play soccer or that Tom Brady can't throw a football. The trash that Scottie spewed reflects back on him and ruins the legacy they both created in many ways. It makes Scottie look like a bitter old man. And more importantly, it makes him look ungrateful of his superior, the legendary superstar god who came to basketball and elevated the game and every teammate he's ever had, including Scottie Pippen. Now, you would not be watching this video if it were not for Michael Jordan, because frankly, the name Scottie Pippen wouldn't be that relevant unless Michael Jordan was ever paired with him. To sum it up, Larry Bird called Michael Jordan Jesus disguised as Michael Jordan. Now, we will leave the opinions to a former basketball legend with class and not a butthurt, bitter ex-husband spewing nonsense from the basement. So thank you for joining us today and being a part of this eye-opening exploration. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to NBA Gems and hit the notification bell for more intriguing content.